Welcome, wrestling fans, back to here, the Nation Network, the superstation that is the nation. This is NWA, and this is World Championship Wrestling. Tremendous lineup coming your way here tonight. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is in the house. He'll be in action. One half of the Rock and Roll Express going up against one half of the Midnight Express. That feud continuing to burn on. Main event, the Total Package, Lex Luger one-on-one with Sid Vicious. That is a main event anywhere in the world. We're going to send you up right now to our opening contest, ladies and gentlemen. It is tag team action, unlike anything you're going to see anywhere else. I can promise you that, because anytime you're going up against one of the top tag teams in the world, like this one is, you know it is going to be a battle for the ages. With that in mind, let's go to ringside. Well, that sound can only mean one thing, and here they come.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 550 pounds, Hawkins and the Animal, the Road Warriors.
Oh, this crowd is ready for action, ladies and gentlemen, and they're going to be getting it here in the opening contest. Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors. Well, these two Chicago natives, they are about as big and as bad as they come. And I feel for anyone who's going against them.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 480 pounds, the Great Muta and Evan Sullivan.
Well, do you still feel bad for anyone going against them?
Even these two, yes I do. I'm not sure if Kevin Sullivan knows what he and Muta are in for, and surprising right now that we don't see Abdullah the Butcher anywhere nearby.
Can you imagine Abdullah the Butcher at ringside for a match like this without Kevin Sullivan to keep him in line? I can only fathom what that would look like. Muta, of course, once again, the World Television Champion. Leaving him in the good graces of Kevin Sullivan as well as the great Abuda Dean.
One time I'd like to get a look at this Abuda Dean and see what it's all about.
Match is now officially underway, and right off the bat, Animal just blows right through him, and there's a clothesline. Muta's a tremendous athlete, the Pearl of the Orient as he's been referred to, and in Japan he is an absolute legend. But here, he's going up against a man who is one of the most powerful human beings ever to step inside the squared circle.
Just ran the head of Muta right there into the turnbuckle, and now Animal continues the domination here.
Ramming the head of Muta into that turnbuckle. Road Warriors have made it clear they are going after the tag team championship no matter who's got it.
Tag is good.
Well, the Clash of the Champions not far away, and we do know that they will be going for gold, and the million-dollar question is, who will it be? Will it be the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA? Or could it possibly be the Rock and Roll, I beg your pardon, not the Rock, but the Russians, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, the U.S. Tag Team Champions?
Well, they've had their battles with Ivan and Nikita as of late. Loving forward across the back, and now continues to beat down on Muta. Muta out over the top rope, now onto the apron and brought back in the hard way. What a rush. And now Muta with a chop. Sends him to the ropes, back out front. Nice move right there by Muta. Cover hooks the leg. This will be a big win.
Reversal perfectly executed there. Muta with another reversal.
Back and forth, both men going. Somebody's got to put this one away now. They are exchanging blows now. Hawk getting the better of Muta. Well, a big shoulder tackle, and down he goes. The tag made, and here comes Kevin Sullivan.
Well, Sullivan, the Boston native, wasting no time at all, jumping into the fray, but I'm afraid he's not going to do much against these guys either. I don't see it.
Tag made now. And the double team coming up by the Legion of Doom. Sullivan to the ropes, back out front, double elbows. Flying elbow drop, and that one finds the mark. Kevin Sullivan, welcome to the party. The Legends of 605, ladies and gentlemen, is only we can provide. Into the corner he goes. And now look at Animal. Makes a tag. Another double team coming up here to the ropes. Back out front. Double clothesline. And Sullivan lucky if he still has his head on his shoulders.
Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors, doing a number right now. The Dungeon of Doom running into the Legion of Doom.
Double fist to the head, and now Sullivan right back up. The adrenaline, I think, gave him a boost of energy, and then Hawk came along and squashed it right out.
Sullivan not done yet, and one thing we know about Kevin Sullivan, he's a street fighter, and he will keep on going until there's nothing left in the tank.
Oh, you see the pain registering on the face of Kevin Sullivan with every one of those forearm shots right to the kidneys. Irish whips him to the ropes, and the referee in the way. This audience here on its feet, they are ecstatic about what they're seeing there. Look at the power on display right there, the power. Overhead press, and Sullivan is down.
Well, things don't turn around for the Dungeon, then this thing might be over sooner than later. Look out.
Oh, they're going to go for the Doomsday Device. Sullivan is down. Animal taking him off the apron. Moving up there to make the save. Referee comes around. And it's all over.
Just like that, indeed, it is all over.
Well, wait a minute. Look at this. What is going on? The Russians have attacked.
Welcome to the Nation Network, your home for all things pro wrestling. From classic video games to the latest releases, we dive deep into wrestling past and present. Step into the ring with Legends Mania, where dream matches come alive as legends clash with today's top stars. Join the conversation on Wrestle Chat, our podcast breaking down the biggest stories and hottest events in wrestling today.
Leave an island unto my own.
And don't miss the voice of Ultra Pro Wrestling, Vince McShane, right here on the Nation Network. This is the place where wrestling lives, breathes, and never sleeps. Hit subscribe and let's run wild together.
All right, fans, ready for our next matchup in the ring. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the Assassin, and Arn Anderson showing up here. What is he doing?
Well, it's clear that Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard are not done chasing the tag team champions, and he wants perhaps a closer look on what's happening here in this match tonight. Dusty Rhodes justifiably with a concerned look on his face.
Anderson trying to convince Dusty that, hey, I'm just here to watch. Good luck convincing. The Assassin with a clothesline just took him down, and now the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, early on in this match, paying the price. Oh, the headbutt. And now Dusty Rhodes being bounced off the canvas. Somebody better tell the truck. They can kill the music anytime now. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes tying up with the Assassin. Nice reversal right there. Dusty's in control. Wrenching at it. Oh, what a move right there by Dusty.
Got that full hammerlock on, and he's really going to torque that thing out. Here's Dusty Rhodes. He's going to make him pay the price.
Snapmare takes him over, and Anderson, he wanted to get a close-up view. Hopefully he's getting a lot. And Dusty driving that knee right into the back now. Off the ropes, Dusty Rhodes drives the elbow. Well, finally they got the music cut off. As this one continues, Dusty Rhodes back and forth. Right hands, left hands. And now Dusty's in control. Wait a minute, Anderson attacking Dusty Rhodes. What in the world? The referee is called for the bell. This one's over.
Every generation has its stars. Major Stars. Order today at collectmajor.com.
All right, fans, we are back. Dusty Rhodes was just assaulted by Arn Anderson of the Horsemen. Dusty, what in the world?
Tony Schiavone, let me tell you something, baby. You're not going to do this if I can dream Dusty Rhodes and get away with Arn Anderson. You think you're going to come out here and make me look like this? You want to make this personal? Baby, we can make this personal. This ain't the first time you've seen the American Dream Dusty Rhodes with a little bit of blood. I will bleed for the tag team championship. I will sweat for the tag team championship. I've shed more than a few tears to get to the tag team championships, baby. You think you're going to get away with this? You're going up against American Dream Dusty Rhodes. You're going up against Magnum TA. And this is nothing compared to what we're going to be doing to you, baby. You come after the American Dream, you better have a better plan in mind than that. You got a sucker shot in on me this time, baby. But going forward, it's going to be a different story, baby. You're going to feed the American Dream one more time, and this time, it's going to be your blood, Arn Anderson. It's going to be your blood, Tully Blanchard.
Well, Dusty, I gotta tell you, this was unprecedented to see an attack like that taking place. We do hope that you're able to heal up quickly enough, and we will see you in the near future. Fans will be back in just a moment.
Wow, the stinger.
Timmy, I'm from the Dream Come True Fantasy Foundation. You ready to wrestle?
You bet. Mom, Dad, it's really him. Hold on. Now I'm ready.
It looks so real. Don't count on Sprite to do anything but quench your thirst.
Hi, it's me, Antonio Banderas. When I use my Bosch fridge, it makes me feel different. It makes me feel like Antonio Banderas.
Well, I hear you, brother. Because when I use my Bosch power tools, I feel like the Macho Man Randy Savage. You dig it?
I do dig it, Randy.
Whip bang!
Powerful power tools.
Phenomenal appliances.
Rotary hammers.
Dishwashers.
Mighty sauce.
Induction cooktops.
Randy!
Coming. Impact drivers.
Refrigerators.
Watch this. Elbow. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
All right, fans, we are back trying to restore some order here. Dusty Rhodes being treated by physicians in the back, and here come the Rock and Roll Express.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by
Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. Tonight, it'll be singles competition.
and his opponent, representing the Midnight Express from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 233 pounds. Beautiful Bobby Eaton!
Well, beautiful Bobby Eaton, one half of the Midnight Express, and we have seen what he is willing to do to try and reach higher levels of success here in the world of professional wrestling, turning his back on Dennis Condrey and effectively ending his in-ring career. Bringing on his new tag team partner of Sweet Stan Lane, and of course, returning in the role of manager, James E. Cornette.
Well, the old saying goes, if that's what I'll do to my friends, imagine what I'll do to my enemies. And that's exactly the mentality this man possesses here.
Yeah, I thought much better of Bobby Eaton. I didn't always agree with him in the ring. I didn't like a lot of things he did, but I didn't imagine he would be the kind of guy that would do the things he's now done. Robert Gibson early on, and I think he might even be looking for a little retribution here. Not a fan necessarily of Dennis Condrey, but I think both Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson out of mutual respect want to see some retribution right here. It's something handed out to Bobby Eaton, and Gibson right now is the man in a position to perhaps do that. And now Bobby Eaton comes in with a clothesline right into the corner. Down goes Gibson, and Morton watching on from ringside.
Bobby Eaton now going all the way to the top rope, and bad things are going to happen there depending which side you're on. In this case, it's Robert Gibson.
Knee lifted. Gibson over the top rope, right on top of the cameraman.
That's one down. And Gibson is also down, having a hard time trying to get back to his feet.
Beautiful Bobby now sends him into a camera. Becoming a high-risk territory. Bounce on the head of Bobby Eaton off the cement floor, and you can hear the sound of that echoing throughout the studio.
Well, Gibson's going to have to get back in the ring. He's not going to be able to wait forever on Bobby Eaton.
Yeah, Eaton in that front face lock. Nice move right there by Bobby Eaton. Caught him with a drop kick, and Gibson goes down.
Ramming that knee right into the chest of Gibson is Bobby Eaton. And I've got to tell you, I am surprised that he's out here on his own.
Yeah, you would think that between Stan Lane and James E. Cornette, after all they went through to put this team together, that they would be there in solidarity. But right now, it's just him on his own. And he kicks him off. One thing both of these teams have in common, they don't like each other. Another thing they both have in common is they both want a shot at the tag team gold, whether it's the tag team world titles or the United States tag team titles.
Well, these are two of the top contenders, no doubt about it. And when they do get in the ring as a tag team, the win-losses on that are definitely going to play a large role in which way that one goes.
Over the top, and Gibson caught him off that slingshot right down on the floor. Gibson has him up. What is he doing here? Oh, he plants him face first on the concrete.
That one looked vicious, and I don't know. I don't like Eaton's chances of coming back from that one. Robert Gibson is absolutely decimating Bobby Eaton here on the floor.
It's a count out. The Rock and Roll Express going to get the win. Going back to the highlights here. Nice move right there by Bobby Eaton coming off that top rope, driving the elbow right down into Robert Gibson.
Well, once the action rolled over to the floor, that's when the bad news kicked in.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That was a lot of bad news to be had. He could not respond to the count of 10. And there are your winners, ladies and gentlemen. Or your winner, Robert Gibson. Big day for the Rock and Roll Express. We'll be back with our main event. Stay with us.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Spice. Beef. Spice. Little excitement. Step into a Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
All right, fans, we are back and ready for our main event. It's been a heck of a night. During the break, I had a chance to find out the update on the condition. Dusty Rhodes is getting some sutures put into his head for the wounds. As Dusty said, wounds will heal, but vengeance is mine.
Well, one thing we know about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and that is he is a fighter. He will always bring that fight back.
Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Total Package,
And now Luger is attacked by Sid Vicious. Vicious just came out from nowhere. He jumped over the rail and attacks Luger before the bell.
Well, he had to know that he was going to be in for some kind of a battle here, but I don't know that he was anticipating the big man doing something like this.
Running power slam on the concrete floor. And now Sid stomping away on the arm of the Total Package.
Well, at some point in time, the referee has got to step in here and decide, is there going to even be a match or not?
Now Luger trying to get back in the fight, but so much damage was done. And now Sid sends him into the ring. Vicious goes over the top rope. Drops a leg. Oh, man.
What in the world's going on here?
If you put the letters and numbers of 2K in front of anything, it turns out about the same. Luger brought back in the hard way. Vicious, what is he doing? He's turning us back on the Total Package. Are you kidding me?
Well, Luger has been so beat down early on in his matchup that perhaps he needed that break as much.
Luger just caught him with a knee, and that got the attention of Sid. And now, if it wasn't personal before, it sure as heck is now. Luger is unloading on him. And the Total Package starting to fire up now. He's got him on the torture rack. Look at this, Sid.
Luger wasting no time at all, and even Big Sid Vicious feeling the power and the pain of that torture rack, courtesy of the Total Package Lex Luger.
Sid's got him from the top and just choke slams him to the middle of the mat. Luger's shoulders are down, and he kicked out.
He manages to kick out, and it wasn't by much.
Three count. But you gotta believe, I mean, Sid just dominated Luger at the beginning of the match. Beat him down with that jab attack, as some people might refer to it as that Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, he beat Luger mercilessly in that opening moments of the match. It wasn't even the match at that point in time. It was during the entrance.
There was a 2 count. Luger managed to get a shoulder up, but that didn't last very long. Watch this. Sid puts him into that power bomb. And look at the impact shattering throughout the body of the Total Package Lex Luger. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on the Nation Network, fans. We'll see you next week for more Legends of 605. So long.